It's the NFL on EA Sports, and this one features the Bulls' creative quarterback. He was terrific a week ago, well over 400 yards passing. It's the Bulls and the Texans, next on EA Sports.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, the first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Drew. And that is incomplete. The Texans send the punter out. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bulls get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. This taken in right around the goal line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses. Without
a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff up the middle. Whitmore, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Holmes has got it complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. This is 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bulls have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 80 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
On 2nd down now, Whitmore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. Drew, he's got his man. It's Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Drew delivers another one to Pierce. And he's got this down to the 35. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. Up the middle they go. Whitmore. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Drew. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Drew. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Able to get away, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Rhodes. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've got...
So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7 but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Throwing to start the drive. Drew, throw left side, complete. That's Martin. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Off play action. Drew. This complete to Martin. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Whitmore taken down at the 42. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Back to throw. Drew. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Operating from the gun. Drew working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the play fake. Drew. He finds his man complete. That's Hoover. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Martin. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. It's their quarterback. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here, and he fires one incomplete. You look at the defense for these Texans. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because, guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This caught. Reception by Holmes. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Patterson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. First and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Looking to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they will move up by 10 now. 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now out comes Houston. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Drew. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st down, Drew. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Martin. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Back to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Up the middle they go. Whitmore. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a handoff up the middle. Whitmore. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And his kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carroll. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, this can happen when you get man coverage on a tight end. This is a nice route. He's just going to run a corner to the left side and find some open space. That's asking a lot to make a linebacker run with him. And this ball's on the money as they pick up a 1st down.
Straight ahead, Patterson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll go again with Patterson. Dancing away at the 35. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. He'll look to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Patterson running between the tackles. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Back to throw here. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. On 1st and 10, Drew firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 12-yard line.
Looking to throw. Drew. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Throwing on 1st down. Drew. And Martin's got it. Complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
One final go for this offense here in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
He finds his man, complete. It's Holmes. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 1.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
They'll run with Patterson.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but third and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. He'll look to throw. Holmes has got it complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. A handoff for Patterson.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
On second down, a run with Patterson.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And his kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
They run the counter. Whitmore. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 3rd down, Whitmore. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3.
Not one that I've ever met.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Here's 3rd and 3. 3rd down, here's Patterson.
Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken in at the 22. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And the Texans will take over. Houston set to take over.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
At the 32-yard line.
Up the middle they go.
Whitmore. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Back to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
They'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
On first down, Drew. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Off play action. Drew. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Now a handoff up the middle. Whitmore. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitmore. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Drew. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun, Drew. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion?
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
And his kick here is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now 2nd and 3.
They'll set up a throw.
That was a good play, an incompletion that feels like a disappointment. The ball was tipped in the air, a chance for an interception, and you can just feel the home crowd coming together thinking, this is the big play we've been looking for. And when it falls to the ground, a little bit of disappointment, even though it was a good play.
17 yards on the pickup, and it'll give him a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. The throw over the middle taken in. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carroll. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Over the middle, it's Holmes. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll look to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Had an open man that time, man. They're putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Forced out to his left. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Bulls have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Houston's offense taking over again.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
At the 26-yard line.
To throw on second down. Drew. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
To throw on third down. Drew. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Back to throw again. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Operating from the gun. Drew over the middle, complete. It's Martin. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On third down, Whitmore. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And it's complete to Martin.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, Drew.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Drew, throw left side, complete. That's Martin. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
A gain of 4 yards.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Chicago offense set to get started. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Running left, here's Patterson.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So now the Texans down 27-20, 1:44 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. First and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Brings up second and 10.
Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hoover. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
First and 10 at the 37.
He's back to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He'll look to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, this ball game was close throughout.